Hold on here. Hold on. Hey, well, hey, Happy New Year. I hope everybody's doing well. You had a wonderful time, and Christmas is over till next year. I tell you, it goes as fast as it comes, doesn't it? Well, actually a lot faster. Phew, there goes Christmas. There goes New Year's. It's like, wow, okay, here we are. I hope this is going to be a better year. Hey, how does the sound out there? Does it sound okay? So let's see. Lucas from Brazil. Sweet. Okay, and then Brad. Hi, Brad. How you doing? David Bronson. Sweet. Jazz guitar. Ken from Lansing, Michigan. Ryan, Lucas, yeah. Stan Horton. Here comes Stan. Sweet. Okay, I've been Christmas strings on my nylon today. I'll be revisiting your version of Moon Dance. Sweet. Jim Rolfe is here. And Richard, how you been, man? Glad things are going good and sounding okay. Great. So what are we going to do today? Well, number one, I got to get this up. Number one, oh, crap. Number one, we are going to have a sip of wine. Get your wine. Let's all together do this. Remember, if you were in LA growing up in the 50s, Engineer Bill was on, and he had red light, green light with your milk. So kids, go get a glass of milk. And when I say green light, you drink, and I say red light, you stop. So, okay, we're going to do that with the wine.
It's streaming on Facebook, too.
Yeah. Anyway, just a little bit of vino to relax things. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. First off is I forgot to do the guitar tip, wherever that sign is. And so why don't we start with the guitar tip? And here is the tip on installing a strap button. When you do a strap button, Wes, you might want to get in here. You want to put it on right here. To be honest, you don't want to put it on the rims of the guitar. The rim is not exactly solid. You know what I mean? I mean, it's solid. There's not a whole lot of meat there to do it. I do not like putting it on the rim. Now, if you put it here, right on the plastic part here, Then if somebody doesn't want to have a strap button or they want to relocate it, they can, and you can get another one of these and a luthier can put it on for you. So you want to put it on there. Now, what the first thing you got to do is you got to buy a strap button. And when you buy a strap button, you get it so you also have this little rubber piece too. And I do have a video on this on you can make one of those out of electrical tape or whatever you want. And you want to make sure that you get that on there just because otherwise it leaves an indentation around the where you're going to put the hole. But if you're going to put it here and it's going to stay here forever, don't worry about it. The next thing is you have to drill a pilot hole. And when you drill a pilot hole, what you want to do is you want to figure out how long that screw is going to be. Can you see that? And then that's all I need to go. So we don't need to drill a pilot hole all the way through the fretboard. That's not good. Drill your little pilot hole. Now, if you've never drilled a whole lot in your life, you want to, find the center, make a little mark without the screw on there. Make a little mark with a Sharpie pen. Then take a little ice pick and just kind of get the little the pilot hole for the drill to drill the pilot hole. And then you can start drilling and just drill it down to the end and screw it in. And when you get your drill, you want to make sure it's not too fat. If it's too fat, then you got to plug it up with toothpicks or something. But you don't want it too skinny. So you want to be able to see the edges of the screw over the if you looked at that, I don't know if you can see that. You want to be able to do that. Anyway, there you go. Ta-da! That's our little guitar tip for today. All right, so now Christmas is gone, right? How about a little body and soul? Okay, fingernails are a little too long. By the way, I discovered something. My daughter had these press-on nails. You buy them that you don't have to glue them, you just press them on. And so I decided, hey, I'm going to try that. And I thought they worked pretty darn good. So anyway, what do we got going on here? LA, the word is you are going to talk about the one and only Barry Zweig. How did you find that out, Richard? Holy cow, I just told Mark that just about an hour ago. By the way, I'm always trying to, you got a week to prepare for this, and of course, obviously we should always wait till a couple hours before. Okay, so yeah, let's get right in. What we're going to talk about is two things. There's one of them is this year we lost Barry Zweig, and it was a bummer. And Mark, a friend of ours, has put together a bunch of live videos of Barry. There's 3 CDs, 21 songs of him playing his gig at the Speakeasy. And they start off, they're not the best of quality, but they're also, but they're unique and they are super zoomed in on Barry. So, I mean, Barry was a wonderful player. And I remember somehow Barry ended up subbing for me one time when I lived in Thousand Oaks and had a gig at the Sportsman Lodge. And I don't know how it happened, but it was with some friends of mine. And when they got done playing with Barry, they said, "Rich, you can take off anytime you want." I said, "Okay, well, thanks." And they just went on and on and on about Barry. So Barry, we had at our camp a couple of times, and everybody loves him. I mean, he's just a super nice guy, wonderful player, very musical. Let's talk about his playing. Very musical, super musical. In other words, he wasn't playing licks, and not that licks are bad, but it wasn't a pre-programmed thing or anything. He was just, he plays the song, and when he plays it really well. He's got a wonderful harmonic sense, and I can't even begin to mimic what he can do. But you'll see on this video if you get this video. And so he's not a super flashy player, although he can be. And he used to be a long time ago, man. He was smoking. Now he played with Buddy Rich. And hey, Wes, can you get up his website? Does it show what he's done? But he's done a lot of stuff. Buddy Rich. And I always tease him because, Barry was a little guy with these big horn rim glasses. And his discography is there. And look at all people he's played with. Is that the Chipmunk Christmas? He played on that. So he's been around, okay? So, but so you can read all that. It's backwards here. I don't know why that is. It's not. Well, it's backwards here.
Yeah, it's not on.
First movie appearance that I know of, and that was him playing with Anne Margaret and Elvis Presley in Viva Las Vegas. Now, it's the gym scene where the band's in the corner, and first Anne Margaret plays and dances, and then Elvis does a little bit, and then they do something together. And we've got that scene. You want to play that? And this is really cool. Barry is the little guy. Now, as if he's not short enough, he's sitting down. So instead of being 5'3" or 2, let's make him 3 feet. Anyway, he's sitting down, and he's got these big horn rim glasses, and that was his little trademark. But you'll see him. That's right. He was the guitarist on the Dinosaur TV show. You remember Barry from GIT. Now, I never ran into Barry at GIT. That's funny. I wish I had. So he came to our camp twice. And the first time, everybody wanted him back again. So we had it back. So go ahead and show that clip, Wes.
I get caught quarterly and take my license away. Look out of here. That was that, right? I want everybody to snap your fingers now. I want everybody to clap your hands real loud. I want everybody to take a real deep breath and repeat after me. I love my baby. I love my baby. Hey, hey, hey. My baby loves me. Come on, everybody, and whistle this tune right now. I want everybody and stomp your feet real loud. I want everybody to take a real deep breath and repeat after me. I love my baby.
How much more time?
I love my baby. Hey, hey, hey.
Well, leave it. It's almost over.
Ain't nothing wrong with the long hand music like from the open and bar.
Well, maybe not.
I was raised with a guitar in my hand, and I was born to rock. I want everybody and turn your head to the left.
You want to just cut?
I want everybody and turn your head to the right. I want everybody to take a real deep breath and repeat after me. I love my baby. I love my baby. Hey, hey, hey. My baby loves me. Well, ain't nothing wrong with the long hand music that's from the woman and fire. But I was raised with a
There's Barry singing.
and I was born to rock. Everybody in the turn your head to the left. I want everybody in the turn your head to the right. I want everybody to take a real deep breath and repeat after me. Love my baby. Love my baby. Hey, hey, hey. My baby loves me. 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 I said,
I like the way Ann Margaret sings. The only lyrics she sings is ha, ha. Anyway, Barry, there's Barry, and he says, man, Ann Margaret was just beautiful. I can't believe how beautiful she was. My gosh. But you know what? So was Elvis. Elvis was beautiful, man. I'm not gay or anything, but man, he was a good looking guy. So anyway, that's how Barry was. He was a funny guy. So let's talk more about this. It should be in the description here about how to get this. Now, this is 3 CD set, 21 songs, and it's not commercially available. It's a friend of ours named Mark who is putting this out, and he's burning them at home. They're just home burned CDs or DVDs, excuse me. And so the way to get it is just to email him and say, hey, Mark, I want to get a copy of this. And what he would like you to do, instead of paying him for it, he would like you to send whatever money you think it's worth to you to Barry's daughter. And we're hoping that she gets a real benefit from that. Barry was a true guitar player. He did teach, but you know how it is, gigs, gigs here and there. You make a lot of money at one point and you don't make much at another. You're hustling and stuff. So, but Barry, I think it'd be really nice, and I know Barry would appreciate it if you got this CD set. And like I said, it's You're not going to go down to Borders and Books and get it. But there's the email address. Email Mark. Oh, one of these days we'll have to do a big old deal about Barry because he certainly deserved it. On our website, on 99-cent guitar lessons, under the miscellaneous category, there's an interview with Barry and Ron Anthony. So you might want to check that out. Alan, oh yeah, Alan. Yeah, and thank you, Alan, for putting on all the John Pisano guitar nights, and we're certainly hoping John is doing okay. Anyway, now what? You know what? I wanted to talk to you about this tune that I played in the beginning. It's called, it's an original song, and I used it for my C minor blues bebop series, and I think the link to get it is kind of neat, is on there. And it's a nice little bebop number. I'll play it with a metronome. Just it's like this. And so there's the head, and it's into a minor blues. It's a fun little head, easy to read. So if you took it on a gig, everybody could play it. John is doing just fine. He feels better than he has in a long time. So thank you, Alan. John Pisano just had open heart, or was it open heart surgery? I don't know I know it's some kind of heart deal, and that's kind of an important organ. So you want to take care of that, but he's feeling good. So that's wonderful. I might give him a call then. So he's taking phone calls, I'm hoping. Oh, thank you, Alan. Anyway, so that's the head to it, a minor blues thing, right? What are we going to do for the jazz journey today? Oh, yeah. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do hexatonic scales. What is a hexatonic scale? Well, I tell you, let's see, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I'm reading this at the same time. Okay, comping studies for your minor blues. Oh, good, yeah. I think nothing sounds more jazzy than minor blues. I mean, that's it, right? Now that sounds like everybody's on heroin or something. It's one of those drug-infested sounds. I don't know, but really, I love that sound. So anyway, hexatonic scale is 6 notes, and an easy way to do it, if you want to go close up here, is let's say here is a. Now that is a E melodic minor. And what we're going to do is you generally just leave out the 4th tone. Now, when I play this 4th tone, it really sounds like a scale. But if I leave it out, let's try another scale. How about just a major scale? Here's a major scale, right? Do you hear, once we hit this note, the 4th degree, it just doesn't sound, now it sounds like a scale. But if I leave that note out, okay, even on a major scale. So, whoop, see, I hit that note by mistake. I'm sorry. So sue me. Whoop. Okay, how about a melodic or a harmonic minor scale? All right, let's leave the fourth tone out. Doesn't that sound better? Ah. Okay. So eliminating one tone within a scale. Let's see, what other scales should we do? That's about it. Major, minor. You want to do Dorian? Dorian would be. So leave out the fourth note. I'm sorry, that wasn't Dorian. You hear it? So it sounds really cool when you start doing that. Just practice, experiment with that, leaving out that fourth degree. Now, of course, a hexatonic scale is a general term of just 6 tones. You know, make up six tones. You got a hexatonic scale of some sort. So anyway, green light time. Speak no evil, Wayne's shorter. Okay, let's see, where are we at? Thank you. Okay, we posted the email. John is doing fine. Good. 6 notes. My first time here, just stumbled on this. Very cool. Well, thank you and welcome. I assume that's Mark 1839. Ralphie Valadares is with us tonight. What was the name of that roller skating team, Ralphie? The Thunderbirds. You should know that. Okay, where are we at now? Should we play a tune? Let's see. Why not? Let's play a song that I played a long time ago. Not a long time ago, a couple months ago. But, you know, we've been doing this since July. It's crazy. So, you know, I hope everybody, I'm looking at July under song titles. I know it's not called July. I hope everybody had a good time. We did. We, of course, obeyed the rules. We only had 4 people. Or was it 4 times 10? Yeah, it was 4 times 10 for our gathering. So we were doing good. Come on. Sorry, man. Pee-wee's Playhouse here. Okay, let's try that again. Goes like this. We'll just stop there. We forgot to play the very quick clip, didn't we? Okay. Oh, there's Wes. Did you see Wes? That's my son. Say hi, Wes. Peace out. So, yeah, here we are. So, we're going to play a little bit of Once I Had a Secret Love, and this is from Barry's CD that Mark had filmed. So you can see a little bit of it. Roll it, Wes. Okay.
I can barely hear it.
Can't hit you. Okay. You turn the output up.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Oh, I know what's wrong. Wes.
What?
Did you have this button pushed on?
Yeah.
Number 4, right?
Yeah. It's on.
Now the volume is on.
Yeah. It's just low.
Oh,
I don't know what we're gonna have to. But anyway, let's jump out of this.
okay.
Get your mic on.
Okay. You know, it's a great video. Unfortunately, there's no audio with the DVDs. It's Mark. Why didn't you put some audio on there, for crying out loud? You know. No, I'm just kidding. We, you know, we're new to this. You know, we're farmers. We don't know what the hell we're doing. So anyway, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So you can see Barry playing, okay, and you can hear it really good. It's really, the sound is pretty good. So that's what the DVD looks like. Okay, I can't hear the video. Yeah, I know. That is an Ibanez Joe Pass. Yes, it is. He had very, I'm always talking about the pickup needs to be as far away from the bridge as possible. That's why a 175 and a Herb Ellis, they're a little brighter because the pickup is here, leaving a place to pick. It's here, so you're picking up closer to the bridge, so it's a little more trebly. So Barry just didn't like that sound on the one he had that had the spacing there. So he had a luthier just come in and saw that out and shoved it up and then put an extra piece of plastic there. I don't think that's the guitar. I might be wrong, but that's the last one I remember him playing that he did that. You might need to allow system sound. Okay. Those look like some thick, flat wound strings. I'm sure they are. The strings make a big difference on sound. No doubt about it. Okay, so where are we at now? Okay, let's talk about in our jazz journey. Oops, we already did this. What is next? My gosh, it's the same thing that was there last week. Chord Corner. You like these catchy names? Crap. Anyway, so check this out. Here's a D chord, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the fifth and we're going to put it in a bass. We're going to keep the third there. And we're going to keep the root up here. Now I have a chord that's a D chord. Just try it, fifth in the bass. Now, how do I get to a G chord from here? Because they're in the same key, right? So the F sharp would move to a G, the A would move to a B. Okay? How would I get to G minor? Lower the third. Isn't that a pretty sound? Can you hear it? Okay, now let's do the inversion of that. So let's go up here and we're going to take the A and move it to the D, the F sharp to the A, and the D to the F sharp. Now I get this. And I call these, I can see my hand. You see this? My dog, I take my dog out to play Frisbee every day, and we fight over the Frisbee. And today he won. All right, so there is a D chord. Now, how do I get to a G chord from here? The F sharp moves to a G, and the A moves to B. Okay. These kind of open voicing sounds are very churchy sounding. And then up here would be a D chord. There's G. Okay, if I wanted to go to an A chord, here's an A, and a G, and a D, and an A, a G minor, a D. Now, I know what you're saying. That's all well and good. That's all well and good. It's hard to keep up with my camera shots. Come on. You got to stay with me. Yeah, asshole. Oh, whoops, did I say that? All right, so how would you ever use that? That's a good point. I mean, why would I even learn that? Well, I don't really know. Whoops. I'm gonna. Whoop. I'm gonna get this. Somewhere. Okay. Doyle Dykes, I'm not. But hey, I tried on that. So yeah, that's one way you can use those things to harmonize simple melodies. Ronnie Lee, Book 2. He teaches these voicings. Great. Howard Morgan used to use them greatly. Miss him a lot. Bridge Over Troubled Water. What kind of guitar are you playing? It's a Heritage Eagle Classic. I have a lesson on that, minus some of the goofs on it. So if you'd like to get it, I also did a album. It's on The Gift. I have an album called The Gift, and that song is on there. So that's done in that style. Where was I at on that thing? On that one? Anyway, so there it is. That's a cool little voicing. That concludes the Jazz Corner. Thank you for joining with us. So what do we got going here? So that is how it's done. Yes. Oh, wow. Well, play that. Maybe then you can hear it's supposed to sound.
Yeah, let's test it because I think I figured out the
You figured it out, the audio. Okay, we're going to test this a second. Tell me if you can hear the audio. What was that all about? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. Can you hear the video?
Still not very loud, Mom said. Okay, don't come out. Here we go.
Okay. Okay, still couldn't hear the video too well. So anyway, did you notice that guitar on there? That's an X50, a Guild X50. And that guitar, I was at the California guitars, and I was talking to Dan, and Dan said, "Hey, Ted Green just brought this guitar and he wants to sell it to me. He wants to sell it. He wants me to sell it for him." And I said, "Really? Oh, that's cool." So I just happen to have a old Fender Princeton, like from the 50s, and in my car that I had bought on the way down to LA from a guy. And so I said to Dan, "Hey, you want to work a deal with this amp?" "Oh yeah, that'd be great." "Okay, cool." So I worked a deal with that amp, and I was really stressing over it. I was thinking, well, do I really want to do that? I mean, I kind of like this amp, but I mean, the amp distorted. It is a blues amp, it distorts like crazy. And John Kernick was there. And John said, "Hey, man, it's an amp. It's a box. Who cares?" I said, "Yeah, you're right. This is one of Ted's guitars." So I got that guitar. And my plan was, and I did that video right there, and I was sending our video magazine CDs out. And I was sending one to Ted. We had, before YouTube, we did this with videos, and then so you could see people play and stuff. But then I was sending him to Ted, and Ted, I talked to Ted, and he said, "Man, I love those videos, and I want to trade you some lessons for those videos." And, yeah, okay, that'd be great. Some phone lessons. I already knew how to use a phone, Ted. Well, anyway, so I decided I'll do this video, and I'm going to send it to Ted and say, "Dad, do you recognize this guitar?" And so right in the middle of doing it, the son of a gun up and went to heaven. So he ruined my whole plan. So Ralphie, yeah, you didn't know you had a younger brother. That's true. Yeah, who was that masked man? So, by the way, did you see that fancy editing? It needs to be, we need to upgrade the quality of those things, which we can and we're going to do. But that was done by my son, Wes. The video magazines were great. I have about 10 of them. Oh, cool. So you're the guy who bought them. All right, so it was really fun to do. What did we do? One every 2 months, something like that. So then YouTube came out, and it's like, geez, that's over with. And but so we split them all up. I took all the little chapters out of them, put them on 99-cent guitar lessons, and that's what launched that site. Which, by the way, is probably going to go away. They're all going away except for some new ones. So, if you want to get stuff, you probably ought to get it. I'm going to be adding some new things soon. But we have our JGI course, which, by the way, I've gotten so many wonderful comments on it. And even Mark, the producer of that DVD, said, "Gee whiz, I wish you had that out a long, long time ago." Said, "I went to Berkeley. I wish I could have had that when I went to Berkeley." So that's doing quite well, and we're going to start working with that more. There's the website, JGI. Anyway. Okay, another story. By the way, okay, so it's New Year's Eve, right? That means New Year's Day is the next day. Now that's the start of a new year. And I want to tell a story. It's a story that I heard, and I thought, that's really true. Here's how it goes. You've probably heard it. Professor comes into his classroom, and he's got a big jar, big plastic jar. He says, "I want you guys, you kids, to check this out. I'm going to fill up this jar." And he takes 3 big rocks, and he puts it in there, the jar, and it's almost to the brim. And he says, "Well, do you guys think this jar is full?" And half the class says yes, and half the class says no. He says, you're right, it's no. And he takes out some rocks about this size and he places about 4 or 5 in there now. What do you think now? Do you think that jar is full? And about half the class says yes, and half the class says no. He says, okay. He takes out a thing of sand and he pours sand into the jar. Gets it all the way up to the top. Now, do you think that jar is full? And they're saying, yeah, it's full. And he gets some water and he pours some water on the top. And all the sand goes down, gets in all the cracks. Water comes up to the brim. Now, is it full? He says, yes, it's full. So what's the moral of the story? One kid says, well, the moral of the story is you can always add more things. Oh, no, before he said, now picture this as your day, and your day is a whole succession, or your life is a whole succession of days. A successful day leads to a successful week, a successful month, a year, and then a life. But let's picture that as one day. So what does that mean? And he said, well, it means that there's always room for more. He says, well, that is a point. But the real lesson here is if you don't do the big things first, you'll never get them in that jar. You don't put the big rocks in first. So, and that's how your day should probably be, you know. I know some of you guys are still working and stuff, but if your day is, you want to play this thing and get better, you probably ought to do it first thing in the morning, okay? You wake up and work on it and then do all the other stuff. So the guitar, to me, is the big thing. It's a big thing. Paying the bills, doing the dishes, you know, cleaning this and all. Those are the little things. The big things are working on your career or your whatever. So think about it. Whatever is the most important thing to you, you do it first. If it's your health, do it first. Okay, your finances, do it first. Your skill, do it first. And then fill in with the other stuff. That makes sense? So anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Has any of you heard that story before? I'm waiting for you to answer. And I'm not hearing anything. Wes, do you have a feed from the crowd out there? No? Okay. Okay, I'm looking at my notes. Here's my notes. Made notes. You know, this started off as a very casual thing. Okay, I'm going to turn on the camera and talk about a bunch of junk. And now we're trying to make it better and better. And my son is going to be helping me more and more. And so it might flow a little better and you might be able to do more things. Old story, but good and true. New to me, but I will steal it. Okay. Practice in the morning. Oh, Ken, I'm going to see you tomorrow, ain't I? Ken, we're going to Skype tomorrow? So you want to think about that. You got a new year. You got a lot of resources nowadays, don't you? You know, Guitar College originally started off as guitar courses that were pre-packaged. And one of the things that we used to say is you had a guideline on what to do, because half the time there's so much information that you don't know what to do. Do a little of this, do a little of that, a little of this, and then what? You know, it's like driving you nuts. So that's how Guitar College started. But then we got into the 99-cent lessons only because of YouTube and all the other stuff. And everybody's going on YouTube and looking at how to play guitar videos. Let's face it, everybody who owns a guitar gives guitar lessons, and that's a good thing, actually. Hi, William. Here's a D chord. All right, so here's a lick around a D chord. Here's a D chord. And I call these shape licks. And it goes like this. You see how it's just like a finger exercise? Are these notes valid? Well, we're starting on the third, a passing tone to the ninth, sixth, passing tone, fifth, root, passing tone, or excuse me, 9, flat 9, passing tone, root, sharp 11, 11, third, major 7, flat 7, 6. That will work. Listen, like you know that one? Okay, so okay. Then the new chord. Okay, so there's our lick, shape licks, and it's a lick that can be transposed across the neck that has a certain shape to it, finger-wise. It's just fingers, and let the notes fall where they may, and you can make them work. And Gail just put up, thank you, honey, the shape licks link. Good to learn about Barry, sir. You hear of his passing. Thanks for sharing this. Yes, Barry, wonderful guy. Okay, so let's see what else we got to play. Anything we got to play over here? By the way, I'm running out of maintenance tips. I can't think of any more. So if we might have maintenance tips and we might have technique exercises, we'll do that because you can do 10 billion of those. What? He doesn't like that. Wes doesn't like that. Why not?
People like the tips.
People like the maintenance tips. The tips. I mean, how many ways, can you polish your guitar? Well, I guess we can talk about the truss rod. We'll do that next time.
We'll get some tips. We'll get some in the guitar shop tips.
Yeah. You seem to hold a light pick lightly. Am I right? No, I hold a heavy pick lightly. So it's 1 millimeter. Technique ideas would be gold. See? Woo, man. Okay, green light. All right, so I think we're kind of, are we getting towards the end here, Wes?
Yeah.
You guys are tired. You've been, celebrating over the holidays. You had a wonderful Christmas and now a New Year's. You've had family over, and it's like they've left now. You just kind of want to pass out. And a song I'm going to play that I really like? I love the song Joy Spring. Let's play it. Okay, Rich. Well, let's play it right now. That track's got a mind of its own. I don't know what the hell it's doing. You know, you can't yell at the track and say, hey, bridge. Okay, so yeah, that was called Joy Spring. Can a hairline crack in an ebony fretboard be repaired and closed using linseed oil? I don't know. Linseed oil is probably more to, I mean, it might make it swell up a little, prevent those kind of oh, David, I am a pro luthier. CA glue is great for fixing ebony cracks. What is CA glue? By the way, David, I have a student and he bought he's got a John Pisano 680 and it's an ebony pickguard and it cracked and I don't know what happened to it. It's cracked and he's trying to figure out how to fix it. Now, I had one that cracked in shipping and so I just kind of glued it together and on the back of it, I put some reinforcement that was actually part of a CD cut out, glued it on there. But then when I went back to Heritage and they saw that crack in there, they took it and they brought it back. And I swear you could not see the crack. They put, I don't know what they did. They put something in that crack and it's crazy. It was fixed. So it can be done. I don't know what the procedure is, but Jim Rolfe, thanks for the fun. The spread triads and the finger pattern idea was bonus Joy Spring. Thank you, Jimmy Rolfe. Okay, guys. Well, I think we're done here. It's been a pleasure. Anyway, come back next week. We're going to keep it at 6 o'clock. Wes, do your fade out.